and welcome into today's press review here on Luntha television. And today you are with me, Andrew Pound, and my dear colleague
Fales Chizombe.
As usual, we have the Nation newspaper and the Daily Times. A lot has been happening.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Maybe we should have a look what's in the Daily Times.
Okay, here on the front page, the headline reads, 76 arrested in El Demos. Part of the story reads, there were running battles between the police and protesters in Lilongwe yesterday after the High Court granted an injunction to some individuals who were against the anti-judiciary demonstrations. The protests were organized by a group called Human Rights Ambassadors over what they described as selective justice by judicial officers. By the time we went to place, the police station spokesperson Hastings Sigaru had indicated that 76 people had been arrested following the fracas.
Yeah, we also have the same story at the front page of the Nation newspaper, and the headline has been put like Day of Taylor.
It was indeed a Taylor.
Yeah.
It was.
And it has like a sub-headline, scores arrested as police protesters crash in Lilongwe. And part of the story reads, what started as a normal day for most residents of Lilongwe degenerated into chaos as police fired tear gas in residential areas along the M1 to disperse protesters, stirring panic among unsuspecting households in the process. It was chaotic yesterday.
Very.
Yeah, I think we said tear gas. Yeah.
And even if you would have gone into the roads, only a few cars you were seen moving around. Commando, kunalimbe. And a lot of properties have been damaged, a lot of shops have been broke into, a lot of properties have been stolen.
Yeah, nkumagamba kuti chifukwa cha injunction imene si kuziwika kuti mwina inakatengedwa nthawi zanji. Maybe we could have like avoided a scenario like this one, whereby we have seen like Andrew defying what the court has ordered them not to do. We are going to do this. Maybe moving forward to avoid mwina scenarios ngati maybe Andrew agonzeka kuti mawa rupita pansewu, then mamawa waking up kumava kuti inakatenga chileso kuti musapite kunsewu.
I think it's easy, they can be dealt with. The injection in the by the time it was released, so I think above going forward, injection, communication is even if you haven't seen the injection. So that's why and Hanabida so much. So I really believe Kurimina and Wajana Kodi Asia, they should conduct, they should go on Dimatemo. I think the situation at Zosinaga Kamena really much.
Yeah.
Chifugwa is in Africa Rumpana Mazoja Manai. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, a lot of shops were being broken into. Karundu Bimbi on Gega, Mina Anagangwasia, Kudi Avanges Minamafuna Banka.
Yeah, and business was disrupted yesterday, and you could see that along the M1 road it was quiet, and even filling stations were closed, which maybe Zinzambi in the Zinasogonekera, Kaya minded even and how many amadalira kuti mwina agulise kuti zinthu and apeze chakudya ya siku imene ndakuti idzu zinakanika.
Idzu ma business sana end.
Yeah.
Sana end.
Still on the front page of the Nation newspaper, we have a story with the headline, Forex shortages slow fertilizer imports, and part of the story reads, the Fertilizer Association of Malawi has warned that the country may be hit by limited supply of fertilizer in the 2022-2023 farming season, as companies are failing to import the commodity due to forex shortages. Same story every year. Yeah, I thought that maybe government
can do better.
Yeah, was putting measures that the problem of shortage is fixed into time before the farming season starts. But it seems that our government is just relaxing.
Very reluctant.
And we are talking of AIP, and the last one was affected by companies who are not willing to supply fertilizer. And this year I think the story will be the same.
I don't even blame the companies who refused to agree with what the president is saying, because let's say you import something at a high cost and then you are told which is not even meeting so it wasn't even making sense. And government should have put in place measures because if ababa fertilizer agent, meaning to say would definitely it will also affect the farming season.
Yeah.
Okay, another story on the second page. Leads Malawi registers 87 new COVID cases. Part of the story reads, Malawi had registered 87 new COVID cases, 15 new recoveries, and 0 deaths within 24 hours ending Tuesday. Presidential Task Force on COVID co-chairperson Kumbizeka Ndodochipunda, who is also Minister of Health, said the new cases are locally transmitted, with 38 registered in Blantyre and 24 in Lilongwe. Chiponda further said 6 each were registered in Mangochi and Zomba, 4 in Nzimba North, 2 in Mwanza and Tiolo, and 1 each in Nchisi, Karabeng, Korakota, Kalonga, and in Nzimba South. I used to think that we no longer have this in our country, like we are COVID free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later I've been seeing what the Ministry of Health was releasing in the past, whereby they released like Malawi has registered so cases, so deaths. Yeah, I'm now seeing it that the cases are like rising. Maybe as a country we have relaxed that idea. Yeah, maybe it is because zomwezi zodi mwina boma na also relaxing. Yeah, we have seen mwina pagadiba magathering aja and family mbili ya mamaskio basi neudi zungweni na mwina zitatewe for the datailira. Koma there is still time we can improve and kumafika bajabodi ya.
I also think kuri kalori akazikitano nomegozina to be followed like that operation Valamask thing. It just started. Commandos no nego is not telabadi. Because even if some top government officials omeo damina my bits, you see they are gathering over the Montodo of Varagomas.
Yeah.
I think that's why the cases are rising. Pamines one Hamazanazadia, our my figures wango zibegirango, ango nina muzamungu.
Yeah, talking of Operation Valamask, I think now it cannot work since we have talked of the Pasogoro, Pamakara, Gula, whereby they no longer follow what they preach, I should say. So, for the people, for a normal person, like an ordinary person, to follow what the government is saying, I think people no longer takes the government seriously when it comes to the measures they put in place. Maybe what should be done is like mask receiver, yeah, we have to sanitize, yeah, social distancing, but taking the responsibility. Yeah, if we wait, boma would lose ojita. Yeah, but my would be like banjo bangas mozi awangisa misonkano. While there is no one putting on a mask, kabina sitononi ko sanitizer umeneko. Yeah, it is just a matter of ali yesengari Malawi, amari moyo ni mpamba, moyo sasungirana. Ali yesebeka should take the responsibility with yeah COVID for the agakugira rundi ntenda opya kwambiri mwina imapweka tikamango yankulaba udai COVID koma once you are affected. Yeah, mavuto ndambiri kwambiri.
Yeah, ndambiri sina ngaona awubanga isolate ka depression ikajaso kama bwela pamenepo.
Yeah, moving on to the 7th page of the Nation newspaper. I think we have the story related to Matenda Omwewa. Matenda, I should say Matenda Oma, that is to deal with cholera. Yeah, and it has a headline which says cholera kills 40 in 5 months, and part of the story reads, cholera has killed 40 people since it broke out in the country in March this year, making the fatality rate the worst in 5 years. 40 people in years 5, and how many are this year before cholera?
You know, cholera spreads too fast. Also, a lot of people, they connect cholera and unve, right? Unve.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised to see and how many of my lessons there even people or even the where they are staying their households. Would it go new body up in wage? Komano still I just think would it cholera it's some crickets. We know we should pay more attention to what we eat. Kaya miseumu zopikidwa magwalazi tizizipewa kwambiri because the cholera samasewera.
Yeah,
it drains you.
I think it says is ugwera kuti madera mwatu maybe nditoka kuti kaukondo kalipo pandeka komano the area I'm coming from too much umve. I don't think kuti tingakwanise kuti kutana nayo ntenda. That's what happens kuti ka madera ka mizinda yathu umve ndwambiri mtakuona kuti Luntha ilipo so anyway kuti ndi modzi mwa maujena amene we are talking of a city kuti one what you can say and mwina amadziwa ozindira kuti information imakhala kuti siwasowa kuti athodziwa kuti kolera kuti imabwera motani, but you wonder kuti ndi modzi mwa maderaso amene anthu amwalira kwambiri. Ya nkhani yake uve
kama songo mene uruma tobwera kwambiri, let's say misika mwathu unaona misika zinyalanezi pakali wala kuti mobile ntaoni mukaona pena pake pachapa kazi nyalala zoti you have just been disposed anyhow pamene pachapa nde kumaso anthu akupita akagula let's say akagula kanatsi satsuka sorango senda kwamba kudya. I think that's why a council safunika pange ukanthu kuti kona sori yayi mizindamo ndithu ukhondo ulimo. Okay, moving on the faith page, the headline reads ACB seeks more powers on private sector cases. Part of the story reads the Anti-Corruption Bureau has said amending the Corrupt Practices Act would help flex the Bureau's muscle in investigating and prosecuting suspects in both the public and private sector. The act gives ACB powers to take necessary measures for the prevention of corruption in public and private bodies, but it drives the Bureau to focus more on public offices, institutions, and departments. How do you see this one? That ACB like allowing them to have that access to also deal with my private sectors, because we see ACB ima kale wanga na wambili ma company amene ali aboma kusiyana so ndi ma private sector kumaso kumene kuma private sector kuchitika so zibwirikiti.
Titona kuti ndi inthu yabwino kwambiri. That's something I can recommend kuti it should be done, since corruption like sina siye malo ntuko mwatu kulikose kwaola. So yeah, mphamvuzo abasidwe and maybe timaona kuti ACB kuti ali nkumathawira so kuti ayi mwina mphamvu tilibe koma mphamvuzo tiye ndiwapase and we should see how they are going like to do their work. Moving on, collaboration key to GBV fight CRECOM, and part of the story reads Creative Center for Community Mobilization CRECOM Program Manager Rini Sanga has called for collaboration among stakeholders to end gender-based violence. GBV in Mangochi district. She said this on Tuesday during a 2-day orientation of police and social welfare officers as well as traditional leaders on GBV. How do you look at this issue of fighting gender-based violence. Since in our country, it is all about women. It is all about you. But later I've seen a clip circulating on social media whereby I think 4 girls were beating a man, and it is quiet. You people are quiet. But if it was the other way around, 4 men beating a woman, noise would have been everywhere. Yeah, so when we issue many gender-based violence, how do you look at it?
I think it's high time we abava sababu kwanga consider kuona mbali ya ntsika na yoka. Chifukwa joti azibamboso abdira makumana ndinkazi. Tonda dabo azibambwenda tidoko madza moto. Mano khane zimeje sizimabira patali. Let's say chifoti tibangona zoti mwina GBV mpambiri imachitikira anthu akazi komanso anthu amuna ikwachitikira nde from onwards abava mapita mutsogolomo mwina mabungu kana kati azipangaso consider kumapangaso due kuti aziunda kuti azibambo akumana ndinkaza zotani ndi kumapangaso zoti azithaso wapanga help chimodzimodzi that attention they give to girls they give to women should also be given to men because now also akudutsa muzokhoma akudutsa muzowawa
nditaona kuti macases anthu mwina kuzipha makamaka azibambo akujulukira mdziko mwathu.
Sinangaso ifuatire azibambo so you don't learn to share it.
No, it is not like we don't share, but it is just too much for us men. I think the ambili, awungosankha kuti mwina ndizipi tukumaona kuti mavuto ambiri amakhala kuti they are like family language whereby unali kukangana amayi ndi abambo. At the end umapezeka kuti abambo basi apanga decide kuti azipi, knowing kuti even if I can share kuti akazi angaru akumandirera the society will be like you are a weak person or what. Yeah, so mwina ngalidziwa I think we can do better kuti azibambo tikapanga share mavuto athu try to kutimvesa kuti tukudusa muzorani instead of judging kuti abambo amene ayangozelezeka anajesedwa kayakonda ine zungulira konde, not like that. Azibamboso ndi anthu ngati mene mbamvera azimayi ka heartbreak ka heartbreak mene mungamvere ino ndi mene so munthu abambo amamvera
komabe ifeso ka heartbreak kapakhalapo komano simungave zoti iya izimayi chakuti yamuchitikira ndi akazimangirira it's very rare komano azibambone I think tisakupope nisoni zoti iya mavuto achuluka kenaka basi utenga chingwe
mavuto achuluka ngakhale sizukulandaza kuti kuli mavuto achuluka ndiye we should be like doing what we are currently doing. No, komano abopo zungu tipasa sign yoti mavuto achuluka, something should be done. Azimayi chevesani wazuza azibambo
komanso azibambo they should learn to speak out. Kumaphunzira chifukwa kuti ukakhala ndika button kina kake mtima ukakhala muza kuonza kuti yase mwakuti nzako jamatha kuthandiza sonse zimathandiza kuti musafike to the extent of you taking a rope and hanging yourself. Komanso musanapange zoti mwaziphazo muziganiza zokuti kodi mbuyo mwanthu amene akudalira linda ngati.
So and moving on to the business section of the Nation newspaper. Inflationary pressure to worsen poverty. Economics Association of Malawi (ECAMA) says the elevated inflationary pressures are worsening poverty and negatively affecting production and business operations. Here we are talking of inflation. Agudi ipangisa worsen poverty. Adumphawi ujuluka mdziko mwathu and tukuona sikulilo sekuti katundu kukwera ndi akukwera daily. Maybe muli ndi malangizo ka kuboma ka kwanza to reserve bank, what should be done with it?
Kuti mwina nakapeza kuti easy that let's say things, of course, they're rising each and every day. Lelo kapeza soka kwa 100 kwa chama ukapeza kwa 120 ndizoona kuti zikhala choncho komano I think ababa kandrapa kajaswa ndalabisa kuluza mphamvu. Abanki afunika zoti alimbikire bachilimiko kuti maybe the money should get that value again. Komanso mwina muzinchiro muraganizana nako zoti ya masalariwa azipanga match the cost of living we are living now, because it's very sad kuona zoti yayi or even in maschool fees jakwera komano masalary emwe anthu akulandira ndomwe acha oti alipirire pa zinthu zimene zozo ndiye I think kwina kuso bumaso liganizire kuti yayi uku zikamatere ukuso zikhala zikubalansana.
Maybe before moving on to the back page, you can take one.
Yeah, another story leads Father Muhosha ready to list in Zomba. Part of the story, the board of Catholic priest Thomas Muhosha was yesterday laid to list at in Chokola Village Tradition Authority Mwambo in Zomba. Muhosha was serving a 30-year jail term after being convicted of transacting in human tissue in relation to the death of McDonald Masamboga, a 22-year-old man with albinism who was murdered in 2018.
Yeah. And moving on to the back page of the national newspaper, stage set for CAF Awards, and part of the story reads, Malawians will tonight follow the 2022 CAF Awards Gala in Rabat, Morocco, with bated breaths hoping for the best for striker Frank Gabadinho Muhango in the race for Goal of the Year award. The South Africa-based frame striker is among continental superstars who have made the final shortlist for various awards, including Senegalese forward Sadio Mane and his Egyptian counterpart Mohamed Salah. Gaba, akuri umene kusakabezeka ko. Mwavota.
Ndavota. Since tumaenda magrupu.
Ivarivirwa.
Ndavota.
Mwavota.
Ine.
Chabwino.
Siringama name pa.
Gaba ndawina ndakuti itidze kuti ndina amene simunavota.
Komano anthu, so we should learn kuti tiziyesesa kupanga promote anthu athu. Chifo mzone kunja kuja khali munthu apanga chakuti amesesa amapanga support ndithu. Kuti afike nawo kumene kokufuna kufikidwa.
And we should be proud as a country with one of our own
was nominated,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, here another story is the sports. Babatunde yet to apply for Malawi citizenship. Part of the story, there is a twist of events surrounding the proposed citizenship application of Nyasa Big Bullets top striker Babatunde Adepoju with the Department of Immigration and Citizenship Services disclosing that there is no documentation to that effect. Football Association of Malawi has been making efforts to make Babatunde Malawian so that he qualifies to play for the Malawi national football team. Department of Immigration and Citizenship Services National Public Relations Officer Wellington Chiponde said his office has no document on the matter. How do you see this one? Babatunde arafuna kalenzika. Agwesesa ndithu afa mufailira kuti yayi mnyamata amene wako Nigeria akhalenzika wa mdziko muno kenaka kuti mwina atha kujoina nawo Malawi team. How do you see the development?
Looking at the performance of Babatunde, yeah, I think as a country, looking at his height, the way he plays, yeah, zikhala zothandiza beta khawuti watijoyina ndithu titawona kusinda wina wake ndithu yeah sitikhakulita besa. And we have another story here. Nagoa shoe line dresses the queens, and part of the story says a local shoe line company, Nagoa Classic Shoes, on Tuesday donated 23 pairs of sports shoes valued at 800,000 to the Malawi Queens ahead of their departure tomorrow for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England. We are seeing that a local company has donated shoes to the queens.
It's a good development. Yeah, it's a good development. It's also a way of appreciating the queens. On the other hand, they know what they did good. It's part of marketing as well.
Yeah.
They're also selling their brand.
Having branded. Okay,
at back of the page here, Leeds, Malawi, Tanzania match advanced ticket sales commence. Part of the story. Football Association of Malawi has started advanced ticket sales for the Beach Soccer African Cup of Nations qualifier between Malawi and Tanzania on Saturday. The match is scheduled for Sunbird, Livingstone and Sanima district. And the return match will be played in the Tanzania port city of Dar es Salaam after 2 weeks. FAM announced its website yesterday that advance ticket for the qualifier are at 5,000 each, whereas the same ticket will cost 6,000 on match day. Majawi.
Yeah, zimenera kumatero. Kuchora kubeni mawa. So yeah, tukumaona kuti magame angapa amene akumagulisira ticket before the game. We are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's the way to go. And moving on to the arts and culture section. Fresh favor for Medc. It appears all is not lost yet for blossoming youth field dancehall artist Medc, as fashion designer Roy View Banda has offered to assume the father-in-law in his artistic affairs. It seems Medc ni muntu wamwayi. Yeah, kuvuta kulera kuli hapo. I'm trying to look at the bright side, the positive side, I should say. Yeah, Medc wamwayi. Maybe ezongofunika kubeza muntu amene anga mungolwe bwino how things should be done. I think it's high time we should stop judging this
little one.
Yeah. But wamwayi, and he has potential with the atobanga zintu zodabwisa. Yeah, let's support this little young one. Yeah. And that is how we have loved today's edition of Press Review. You are with me, Andrew Pound, and my dear colleague
Palace Chizombe.
Continue watching the rest of our programs, and remember, COVID-19 is real. Sanitize, wear a mask, and do social distancing. Keep on watching Luntha television.